Hey, Cowboys Nation, Scrum back here again with my thoughts and review on the Cowboys Skins game here on Thanksgiving. First of all, I want to start out by saying happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. I hope you had a great, safe, and wonderful Thanksgiving day. A special salute and shout out to all of our military men and women overseas and at home, protecting this great nation. And most of you guys can't be home, so happy Thanksgiving. Wow, good game. As always, another dogfight with the Washington Redskins. No matter how good we are or they are, over the years, it just doesn't seem to matter. There's always a big dogfight with us, and it's always a great game. I think that start out with that opening drive that we put on, just running the ball right down the middle of the field and really not hiding it, just coming straight at them and setting the tone early. I think it was a pace setter for our offense. Okay, we had a couple bad drives, but they still knew that they could move this ball at will if they had to, or when they needed to. And I think they did most of the game. Defensively, we let up a lot of yards, over 500 yards. We allowed total offense. That's a lot of yards. But what I saw out of that, which we need to get better at, obviously, 3 of the Washington Redskins red zone for the Skins was stopped by this defense. That's each week gaining more and more respect. Again, we let up a lot of yards tonight, especially in the deep passing game. Cousins lit it up for like 449 yards passing with 3 touchdowns. But I was impressed with those red zone stands, and we did it 3 times. And really impressed with that defense there. Bend but don't break again this week. Got a little crazy late, but you knew Washington was going to put on a fight, especially how good their offense is. And don't get me wrong, that's a great offense they have over there. Kirk Cousins leading the way. Reed, I mean, what can you say, man? A guy was injured. I think it was a shoulder or an elbow or something like that, some sort of sprain, and he put on a monster game for him. I mean, what did he have? He had Reed had 95 yards on 10 catches. 2 TDs. Deshaun Jackson, who, if you're a Cowboys fan, you just can't get away from this guy. First he was in Philly, now he's in Washington. He killed us on that long one. That was just ridiculous. 67 yards, just wide open. Rookie mistake on Anthony Brown's part, but you know what? This kid Anthony Brown's been playing pretty well for us, so we'll give him one. He's been put in a tough spot for us all year, and pretty much holding his own with some of the best receivers in football, so I'll let him. He got caught peeking there a little bit in the backfield, and, they put Deshaun Jackson just kept going, and he outran him. Other than that, the defense, I think, other than the passing yards, I think the defense played a solid game. They put pressure on them when they needed to, especially in some third down situations, key ones. But don't get me wrong, Washington played a hell of a game offensively, really good offensively, to be honest with you. One thing I noticed, we all know it if you're a Cowboys fan, we need a pass rush. Thornton's good, Crawford's good, but we need somebody else, like a DeMarcus Ware type or a Charles Haley type, somebody who can really consistently put on a good rush on the pass. Because our rush defense is phenomenal. I think we're number 3 in the league, and I think we only allowed 56 yards rushing today after this rookie, Kelly, ran his mouth, I guess, a little bit earlier this week, talking about how he was, nobody likes the Cowgirls. Well, they shut him down pretty good. But other than that, that offense over there looked really good over there today. Really impressed with them. And they can be a contender real quick. So, good game. Another truly wonderful Thanksgiving game. Dogfight. Our offense, whew. We didn't put up a lot of numbers offensively, 300 and some yards, I think, total. Just what we did, though, was we were efficient with the ball today. Again, no turnovers, so you got to love that. High-powered offense that doesn't turn the ball over, which is, key. Zeke Elliott, monster game again. He was on 97 yards rushing with 23 yards receiving. Did hit the 100 mark on the rushing, but 97 yards is good enough, I think. This kid's been playing at such a high level all season long, and I'm really impressed with him more and more every week. And what I think goes unnoticed sometimes with this kid is when he doesn't have the ball. When he's pass blocking, for a rookie to read some of these defensive blitz and be where he's supposed to be a majority of the time when he's out there pass blocking, it's pretty impressive, and he's strong. He's not a real big guy, but he's strong, you know. And so that's one thing I really like with him, too, is he can catch. We all know he can catch the ball. We all know for sure he can run the ball. He can hurdle you. He can run over you. He can outrun you. But his pass blocking is really impressive to watch. And there's a lot of times when he's back there, he don't get the ball. He's making blocks back there, which is impressive. Again, just really like this kid. Dak efficient tonight. 17 out of 24 for 195 yards. Ran one in, and he also threw one beautiful pass to Terrence Williams, and even better catch by Terrence Williams there. Key touchdown. The one he rushed in himself was another key touchdown when we needed the points bad. We were up, but we needed to keep that 2-possession distance between us and them because, it was another dogfight with Washington. Let's see. You look at these stats. I don't know if anybody looks at the stats as much as I do, but in almost every major category in the game, in the team stats, Washington dominated us as far as first downs, passing first downs, third down efficiency, fourth down efficiency, total plays, total yards offensively, we got them in drives, yards per play, passing yards, completion, yards per pass. They time of possession 33 minutes. With the offensive numbers that Washington put up with 33 minutes time of possession, you would think, wow, that's the formula the Cowboys use, and I'm telling you, Washington's a good team, and I don't think anybody in the NFL, let alone the NFC and the NFC East, need to sleep on that team because they can put points up in a bunch and fast. But again, the Cowboys offense, they just do what they do every week, and it's no surprise, no secret formula. They pound the ball early, then they'll back off a little bit, give you a breather, and then in the third quarter, they just keep coming at you. And that offensive line is so strong, fast, and big. If you can give the MVP to an offensive line unit, they should be the ones that get it. Zeke is amazing. He makes things happen on his own too. When he's not, without the line guys there, he makes guys miss. But that offensive line does everything, every play, and it's a pleasure and a joy to watch how well they work as a unit, not just one in particular man. That whole offensive line, including Jason Witten or Escobar when they're in there blocking, Swain when he was still in, they do just a phenomenal job, and you can't say enough about these guys. They really are the anchor of that team, and it's a pleasure to watch them. I think there were some reasons we won the game even with the lower numbers. I think that our defense, again, the 3 red zone stands they put on was phenomenal. Anthony Brown had 7 tackles, all 7 were solo. Byron Jones had 7 tackles, all 7 solo. Sean Lee, monster night, 14 tackles, 9 of them solo. So that defense, again, we gave up some yards and some points that I don't like to see, but when it was really important, when we needed to keep the momentum going or we needed to stop their momentum, they did their job and they stood up. So I'm really impressed with them tonight, other than the yardage. We scored when we had to, and when we got an opportunity to. We didn't make a lot of mistakes. Both teams only had 3 penalties, us for 25 yards, them for 30 yards. Not a big difference there. There was a lot of missed penalties, and again, you guys, if you've watched me, you can't blame a win or a loss on referees, but there was a lot of bad calls, or non-calls, I should say, today. It was just, wow, mind-boggling. That stopping their run was huge because they made them almost one-dimensional, especially in the second half when they were down, by 10 points or more. That they had to rely on Cousins, and he answered the call. 450 yards passing is a pretty big day, with 3 touchdowns. But again, that defense bend, not breaking when they had to, especially, and it was just a great game to watch. other than that, I mean, really excited to watch this team and riding the high like everybody else. Just, some quick shout outs to Mark and Joe Boo. Great job always, guys. Love you guys. DWalk316, TJC Boulevard, Dallas Cowboys YouTube News, and Ingraven videos too. And if you guys, like I said, if you like them, do me a favor, hit like down at the bottom if you like it. Subscribe to me. I'm trying to get better every week, guys, and I appreciate any feedback. Let's try to keep it respectful. I try to keep it respectful out here. I took down the 2 rant videos because I didn't want to sink to their level against those Ravens red zone guys, whatever. I took them down. I shouldn't have sunk to their level. So if you can keep it respectful, great, man. If not, I'm just going to delete you. But if you like it, do me a favor, subscribe if you really like it. All right, guys. Later on. How about them Cowboys?